Oh. Num num num. Oh. Now, if you take a look at this chart over here, it explains how many people have died by ants this month, which of course is only 5. Now, if you take a look at this over here, it explains how ant tunnels work. Alright? No, not this machete. No, not this live raccoon. Ah, here it is. A shovel. Do. Digging holes. Wait, what's that? There's someone above me. Idea. Where am I? You're stuck with me forever. No. And you have to put on these. No, wait. Are those little pieces of cheese? Yes, one for each toe. No. My style is mustaches. Wait, I recognize you. You're the one that attacked me with the bird. Yes, and I'll do it again. What was that? You sleep here. Oh man, I don't even get a carpet or anything. Oh. Alright, listen up. You all may just be a strange mustache man, the mother of a child of which I do not know its intentions, an overworked teenager who works at a fish shop, and a disheveled homeless woman. Hey, I'm not homeless. I have a mansion down the road. Oh yeah, keep up the sass and you're gonna be homeless. And hey! How dare you disrespect homeless people? We down here in the ant tunnels take homeless people very seriously. In fact, we worship homeless people as gods. What? No, I'm just kidding about the last part, but it'd be pretty funny if we did, right? I'm not going to answer that question. Ching! Timmy, you nearly stabbed me. Shh. Be quiet. No, it's kind of hard to be quiet when I almost got stabbed. Shh. Look. I'm not letting you kill that thing. What? How did you? I've been living with you for years. I know this rodeo by now. Oh, fine. Finally, my underground city is complete, and Mr. Mustache Man, for being my first and most loyal companion, you have been upgraded from that weird little underground shack thing to this underground palace. And lastly, I want you to have this. Is that a Barney the dinosaur costume? Yes, a gift from me to you. Wow, thank you. What the? This one isn't coming from above. Ah, the king is here! The king is here! What the? That was odd. Are they committing crimes? No. We as annoying potatoes, and them as ant potatoes, largely encourage crime. The king is here! Hide the ant queen! Ant queen? Oh, it's her again. Ant queen, the real queen is here. How many times do I have to tell you that I am an actual queen? How many times do I have to tell you that I am king of all of Planet Green, including the ant potatoes? Doesn't it get a little tiring being king of all of Planet Green? Why not let someone else take the reins? You go get Anisha, or else I will take this back by force. I will have my army of underground people come combat yours. Aren't you forgetting something? You're in my domain and surrounded. Oh, you'll see. People of the underground, prepare for war! Yeah.
again. Notice anything new? Yeah, my current YouTube profile picture is pretty dated. Oh wait, that's back when I still wanted to do live action videos. Oh dang, it's been a while. Technically the video's over, so you can go click on something else if you want. I'm just gonna go on a little side tangent here. As you can probably tell, this video is a little more story-based than my usual stuff is. Halfway through I was thinking I could make this a lost episode or something because it was a little too story-based, but I'd already done all this work. But that's when I remembered I teased at it in Potato Quest. More specifically the Jimmy part, but the rest of it was kind of story-based too. I've been trying to improve the quality of these videos, and I think the time it takes to actually make the videos helps with that. It takes so long because animation on its own, it already takes a while to produce. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into it. And at the moment, I'm working on these all on my own. And I kind of have a tendency to procrastinate, but that's not important, okay? And over time, I can look back not only on the stuff I've made before, but at the stuff I'm currently making. And I can see a lot of the stuff I've done wrong and some ways to improve. For example, this shot from this very video, I don't really like it very much. Now, what does all this have to do with it being kind of story-based? Well, one way of trying to improve the quality of these videos is through feedback. Which there has been some great feedback, by the way. More on that in a bit. But one thing I've noticed when I make these animations is people seem to be more interested in the laughs than they are the story. Now, I could be completely misreading the room, and please let me know if I am. Or if you have any actual feedback. Actual feedback is probably more helpful than me guessing based off of observable reactions. But as far as I can tell right now, people seem to be more interested in laughs. And so that's the direction I'm gonna go for right now. And I am prepared to go either direction. You see, when I lean more towards the laughter side of things, this is gonna sound cliche, but I love seeing the smile on your guys' faces. Because sometimes I show these videos to people in person. And just knowing that something that you made or did made at least someone's day at least a little better is a magical feeling. And it's a huge part of why I keep making these videos. And if I lean more towards the story-based side of things, I come up with a lot of things in my head. And I mean a lot. A lot. Too many. And this is a nice outlet to get it out there, not swirling around in my head. Now, this isn't saying that if I go one way, I'll completely forego the other. If I lean more towards the laughter side, I'm still going to have a basic plot, like the potatoes going on a rescue mission to rescue Mr. Orange. Or if I lean more towards the story-based side, I'm still going to make it funny. And it's not like I would go out of my way to make it all completely story-based. There would still be parts, like with the Jimmy thing you saw at the beginning of the video. The majority of it would still be laughs and stuff. Now, I'm sure you've all been waiting for the other thing I was going to say about feedback. Now, out of all the feedback I've received, there's one common topic, and that is voice acting. People have offered help with it, people have suggested it for the show. It's a pretty common topic. Now, I've actually wanted voice acting since the series began, since the only voice I can do consistently are potatoes. I just thought that would happen at a point where the show was self-sustaining and it could pay for its own voice actors. But it seems like that's what's wanted, so I'm going to have to figure something out. There's a possibility I could do all volunteers, but I wouldn't count on it. I'm probably going to have to pay at least some voice actors, and that would be out of my own pocket. In the situation where I have to pay voice actors, I'm not sure how long I'd be able to give equal amounts of money to each one. For example, say you needed to pay 2 people $8, but all you have is a 5 and a 20 bill. I'm not sure how long you'd be able to pay them equally. I was thinking about this one system where, let's say there's 3 paid voice actors and there's the possibility of a $5 bill, a $10 bill, and a $20 bill. And they'd pick a number, and whoever gets the right number would get the 20, and the next in line would be the 10, and something like that. But maybe that would be considered a cruel way to treat your employees? Because the paid voice actors would be doing the work of voice acting for money. But I'm not like a corporation or anything, I'm just trying to make videos for YouTube. In a scenario where everyone's a paid voice actor and I use that random money thing, I'd probably have enough money to last like 2 episodes before not being able to do any more. Now you may be thinking, get a job, you basement moocher. Then I'd actually be running out of time to run these animations instead of just dealing with procrastination. And aren't these videos uploaded like months apart already? Well, that was a fun subject. And of course I said it in the monotone voice of a math teacher who hates his job. It just seems like voice acting is a widely wanted thing, and those are the drawbacks of making that happen. This little side conversation could probably be turned into its own video, since I'm pretty sure it's actually longer than the actual episode itself. But I still got more to say, and I already started on this episode, so lucky you! Depending on how the situation about the story-based stuff goes, voice acting may start Season 1 finale, voice acting may start Season 2, Episode 1. If you want the details on that, I'll leave a comment. But I'm sure you're tired of hearing my boring math teacher voice by now, so before I do any of that, I'm going to make part 2 of this episode, since there's still some jokes I want to make that I didn't get to in this part. And I say the video would be too long, but look where I am now. Before I do part 2, there's a different project I want to work on. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening to what I had to say. I know it wasn't really fun to listen to my boring math teacher voice, and the way I recorded this made it sound really weird with all the cuts and stuff like that, and it went on for a little too long, but I'm glad at least someone knows, so thanks. See ya.